what's up, everybody? We are live from Eddy's Cantina. I got my man Alex.
Hey.
Alex Wagner, what's up, brother?
Not much, my man. Sorry.
We are here. We're going to eat some wings tonight, and we're going to have a couple beers, and we're going to chat. And Alex is going to tell us his story. Yeah?
My story. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Let's do it.
So before we start, why don't you give a little intro to your story?
So my name's Alex. I moved here about 10 years ago in 2010.
Okay.
And taught English for a bit.
Okay.
And then after a motorcycle accident, I opened up a pizza place. In a night market, we were selling pizza by the slice.
Monster pizza.
Monster pizza. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, big floppy slices, like American style.
I love it.
And then we've done that for about 8 years, and in the last 2 years, we started doing frozen pizzas. So we've been setting up a small manufacturing plant to do that.
Is it close to your restaurant or not really?
No, it's in the south. It's about 40 minutes away.
Still Taiwan, right? Yeah.
No, Zhonghua. Yeah, it's a little.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a grip. We might be moving. We'll see.
Okay.
Yeah.
The restaurant, you mean? Or
No, just we live above the restaurant, so
so
we might.
You're good there, right? Yeah. That's like Mexican style, like.
Yeah, right.
We actually, when we did our Dan Shui thing, that's how we started as well. We just rented the whole building, and we did the restaurant first floor, second floor apartment, and we had like a little rooftop on the top, and we thought we're gonna pimp this rooftop out. And 4 years we never did anything.
No, you're too busy, and then you're like, I don't even want to be here anymore.
Yeah, you're like there would be times when I remember coming. We'd be closed on Tuesdays, and I'd be upstairs in bed, and we had one of those garage door things closing off the restaurant, and there'd be people kicking the door, screaming, like foreign dudes. And they're like, hey, we came from Taipei, open up.
All the way to Danshui, come
like,
on.
But it's Tuesday, man.
Yeah.
Like, what do you want to do? I'm like literally upstairs, like chilling.
And you can't leave until they're gone.
And I'm like, okay, there's only one door, so so it was weird. It's definitely weird living above. But I think it's pretty good, man. I like it.
Yeah, I don't know. After about 8 years, it wears thin.
Well, that's of course, yeah. That's
like you can't leave. You gotta you can leave, but whenever you leave, you're walking right through work.
Well, that's kind of like my other sound is good, right? My other restaurant also have we live next door, so anytime you walk by, it's kind of like, hey, you go in there and you check stuff out, and there's always something that needs to be done, and you're like, damn it, dude, like, come on.
Or when you know there's something that needs to be done, and then you're like, I'm just not gonna leave today.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that happens a lot, right? So the last name Wagner, you're from the States, right?
I'm from the States.
Originally
from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Milwaukee.
Actually,
like that Wayne's World movie,
yeah.
right?
I'm actually from Madison, but I went to school in Milwaukee.
Okay. Every time I see the last name Wagner, it reminds me of Kurt Wagner's The Incredible Nightcrawler. You know, you ever see that? The X-Men? You don't know it? So let's just edit that part out. You know the X-Men Nightcrawler?
I mean, I know X-Men.
Yeah. So that blue dude who like transports everywhere.
Yeah.
And whenever he talks, that's what he says. The first thing he always says. So I was a bit of a not a comic book nerd, but a cartoon nerd. when I was a kid. Yeah, because comic book, I'm like, I'm not into that. I'd rather just watch the movie.
Reading, get out of town.
So I read this. Let's do one before.
One wing. All right.
One wing. So we're starting from this side all the way to the end. Sure. And
I'll do
you can go drumstick or wing, whatever you like, man.
I'll do the wing.
So we start off pretty easy. I mean, the basic buffalo.
Basic buff.
Buffalo, the basic buff, right?
Yeah, that's nice and mild.
Very, yeah. It's a little sloppy, but yeah. Yeah, you have to start really chill, right? So we get the conversation going, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I was a little afraid coming in here. I don't know.
Well, I mean, round one's pretty mellow, and then round two it gets amped up a little bit.
All right.
So I read this quote today. I want to know what you think about it. Literally today when I was prepping the questions earlier. Success is like being pregnant. Everyone says congratulations, but nobody knows how many times you were screwed.
Yeah.
So what do you think of that?
Yeah, man.
I mean, obviously you've been successful, so.
Yeah, people think it's really easy.
Yeah.
And that it's without pain. And it's a lot more pain than people really think. Sometimes it's more pain than you think if it's really worth it or not.
Agree.
So yeah, I totally agree with that quote.
It's pretty funny. I saw that today, and I was like, oh, I gotta edit the questions, and I gotta throw that in there because that's pretty good. I like that. Yeah, very funny. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, people just don't.
Food it's rough, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
Like you're gonna fail. Like that's
Definitely.
just
Not just food, anything really.
anything. But I mean,
Yeah.
1 out of 10 restaurants succeed, so that's not very.
That's not very.
promising.
Well, you've done it, man. You made it. You're on your 8th or 9th year, you said, or what?
I am, yes, but I've had 3 fail, so.
Okay. Like how so? Do you mean like try different things first, or during?
We did another pizza. No, I got lucky. My first one was good,
Okay.
but then after that we tried.
So you've expanded a couple
Well-
times and tried that out, or?
We did 2 taco places, and both of those failed.
Okay. Why do you think that? Is Taiwan just not a taco place, or?
These are the questions, Eddie.
Okay,
I don't know.
okay.
I'd say the first one, it was like in a night market
Hey, guys.
on the road.
Okay,
And,
okay.
It was a cool like.
Were you just doing like small cheap street style, or what was up?
Sort of, yeah. I wish we would
Okay.
have had like masa at that time, but we were just
Yeah.
using these flour tortillas.
Okay.
And it was a little too expensive for the night market.
Okay.
We were doing like trying to do craft beer and tacos
But that's
from a stand.
like gold, man. Okay. Yeah.
There's the problem.
Maybe. I mean, yeah, I can dig it. I mean, I
You could
love
like
that.
sit
yeah.
around it. It was like a little booth, and you could sit. They had stools, and
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you're
yeah.
right up against the griddle. I thought it was
Okay.
amazing.
That's
but-
the best. That's like taco teppanyaki, man.
Yeah,
you know
people
what I mean?
didn't get it. They just didn't get it.
That was one of
Too
the
soon.
ideas I had right away when we started, and I was like teppanyaki tacos, man, because I love teppanyaki.
Yeah.
I think everyone does.
Yeah,
And you sit there, you watch them grill your meats and all that stuff, and then, I mean, okay, white rice, that's fine. I like it, whatever. But on a taco, it's like, it's way better. I think. I'm biased, obviously, but
I think that's a great
it would be
idea.
great.
Taco
The
teppanyaki.
Taco teppanyaki. That was one of my original ideas, and then things just snowballed, and that maybe in the future, maybe we'll do some taco teppanyaki out in Taiwan.
I think you should do something.
We should do something like
I'm
that.
sold.
Right? Let's go.
I'm
We're
sold.
we're in. Yeah. So what brought you here, Taiwan?
Boredom.
Boredom. Okay.
No,
Milwaukee wasn't fulfilling the dreams, or what?
I went to school for urban geography,
We good, Lily? Sound?
which is pretty useless.
Okay.
And then so I went.
Urban geography. Okay.
Yeah. And so I worked for the city of Milwaukee for a bit, and it was pretty depressing. Like everything you work on fails, and
Oh Jesus. Okay.
it's just sadness.
Sorry, Milwaukee. Yeah. Okay.
And so then I was
okay.
like, I'll go to Seattle where there are
That's
more
like-
promising things.
Sounds good, right? Yeah. So like the Seattle, that's like where all the booming stuff is, right? Like the
Yeah.
Costco and the Starbucks and all the original, the big boys are there,
But as
right?
soon as I got there was a hiring fees with the government, so there was no jobs to be had there either.
Oh shoot. Okay.
And so I was just like, I can't deal with it anymore. I was
Okay.
like up to my eyeballs in debt, working a
Oh,
third shift
shoot.
job.
Okay.
So I came over here, and
Okay.
was taught English for a bit.
Okay. And how did you like it? Did you like teaching, or?
No,
Okay.
uh,
Oh, yeah.
I was terrible. I was
Okay,
a terrible
okay.
teacher, and
Okay.
so
Teacher Alex, or
Teacher
Alex
Alex.
teacher, Alex
I mean,
teacher.
see, I'd say that I had a great rapport with my students, but
Sure,
I don't think
yeah,
I
I
was
mean-
like really teaching them very much.
Okay. I hate to, I think, I definitely was I was crap in school, whatever. But I think the relationship is the main thing with that, especially with kids.
Yeah.
I mean, you just by the second year, I had the same group of 6 kids. They're basically like my kid right now, like perfect English, like witty and sarcastic, and just like a freaking Western kid. It was
Yeah.
amazing, and I enjoyed it. I did that for a little while. I loved that. But then if the managers think you don't follow their rules, and it doesn't
Yeah.
matter if it's not results oriented. It's more do it the way that I say it, which kind of sucked, and that's why I left that school. And I kind of vowed to never
Teach again.
not just not teach. I mean, I did teach many times after that, but to never care as much, which is unfortunate because I love kids and I've been coaching since I was a kid, basically. So
Yeah.
so I love that, man. But
I mean, it's just hard. I mean, I wasn't good at it.
Yeah,
I could tell
okay.
I wasn't good at it, and I was like, I got to get out.
okay, and
then
then
the
you went to
motorcycle-
pizza.
well, then the
Well, what
motorcycle
happened with
accident.
that? I mean, I didn't know this part. Okay.
Yeah, so I was just driving home from work, all
Okay.
upset one day,
Okay.
and then I got hit. I hit a car head on
Okay.
and broke my legs, and was out of
Really?
work for about a month.
Shoot. Okay, and then they fired you for sure.
No,
they were cool.
Kept me
It's
around,
cool.
yeah. I got some insurance money, and I was like,
Okay.
How do I
use this
to stay in Taiwan without teaching? And we opened up the stand. And
beautiful.
and that was the beginning.
That's taking a negative and turn it into a positive right there, man. That's pretty amazing.
Lemons to lemonade, if you will.
That's beautiful. You know what? I'm gonna get a beer too. What are you
Good
drinking?
Call.
What are you
I am
drinking?
drinking the
heavy
23
scotch.
heavy scotch. Yeah.
It's pretty heavy duty, but okay, I'll take one of those. Roselle, can you pour me a number 3?
It's a 9%.
Yes. Roselle, can you pour me a number 3?
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
I like that.
It's good stuff for sure, man. 23 good dudes, man. Love it.
Hop Bomb is 9.7%.
The Hop Bomb, that's Jim and Dad's, man. Have that one next. It's pretty good stuff, right?
Okay. Go big, right?
Yeah, for sure. Let's get the next one before I ask the next question, yeah? So the next one is a chipotle.
Sure. I'm going to do a leg this time.
Get on it, man. Do what you got to do. Little chipotle. How's that? Not bad?
That is good.
Well, thank you. Thanks, man.
Chipotle is just a smoked jalapeno.
It's a smoked jalapeno, yeah, exactly.
I spent my whole life until like a year ago.
Yeah.
Thinking it was like a
most
special
people
pepper.
did, to be honest. Same as me, yeah, to be honest. Because, I mean, in Mexico, you can just get anything anywhere. In Canada, you only can get certain things, so you have to just kind of work with what you got. But I mean, here it's even crazier.
Yeah, right.
Here it's like,
Here
yeah.
it's like,
What do you got?
gotta
Like right now,
make
we're
it up.
actually we were importing masa for a while. Arty masa. Actually, you were using Arty masa, right? And then stuff happened. We can't really. The dude that we get it from, I mean, I'm not sure what's going on, but things are happening.
Here? The guy got it here?
Yeah. So I'm not sure what's going on with that, but I figured, okay, I've got like 10 bags left and 2 restaurants, and we're almost out. So I did the research. I called mom, called family, and what we do now is we grind our own corn. We get Taiwanese organic corn from a farm that's dried, and they ship it to us, and we do like the calcium soak overnight deal.
Like a bleaching.
The whole like Aztec style, and we grind them. We grind it out,
That
and we make
is
masa.
so much work,
It is.
Eddie.
It is a ton of work, but actually, the work is the grinding part.
Yes.
So we just tested it with a grinder, with a little hand grinder, which is what we're still using now. But in the next little bit, it's been popular, and it's it's way better. The flavor's incredible.
You can get like a grinder, though.
Yeah, it's just like a mill. So we
you can get,
actually
like, an
buying
electric
one.
grinder.
We are gonna get that. We found a Taiwanese company that's got one. It's about 70 or 80 grand. So I want to make sure people like it first, right?
Hey,
Before
I might be able to get you a cheaper one.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
I know
okay.
people who got grinders.
Do you? Okay.
It's like the same thing for like rice flour.
Yeah. That's it. I mean, I'll show you what we're using now. It's pretty basic. It's like the basic hand grind, right?
I can imagine what the basic grinder looks
It's
like.
the most basic thing. It's ridiculous, but flavor that's coming out is pretty bomb. It's pretty amazing.
I
man.
love masa.
Yeah, man. So, what was the inspiration behind Monster Pizza? Why is it pizza? Like, why?
Because that's the only thing I'm qualified to do.
Okay. So, how did you start that? Cheers, brother. Thanks for coming out, man.
My first job
In the States.
was in the States. Was a pizza place. I've worked at pizza since I was like 15.
Okay.
It's like almost 20 years now.
I have to say, there's so many pizza places in Taiwan, but no one does that big American by the slice, which I absolutely love.
My question is why? Why am I the only guy doing it?
I don't know. I mean, that's
Don't anyone steal any of these
yeah.
ideas?
It's crazy because I mean that big slice. I think it's too cheap, to be honest. It's the value's ridiculous. It's like 50 NT or something for like this massive slice.
A tenth of a 22-inch size pizza.
I bet. I would think that one of those, beside like every college on the island, and it'd be packed. It has to be.
That's something we've been thinking about.
Because that is incredible. I mean, and the taste. It's just the pepperoni, everything about it. Like I love pizza. This is amazing. Like you know, sometimes you go for a pizza place and it's like that thin crust and it's like, it tastes like a cracker. You're like, this is okay. But then when you get that big old slice of like American style, you know what I mean? I love it.
You're going to make me blush, Eddie.
Hell yeah, dude. No, I'm serious. Like, I'm trying to get back to Taiwan just to get some pizza, man.
Well,
you know what I mean? Like, I'm serious, man. And to have a couple beers with you, right?
Yeah.
It's the best, man. I love it.
Taichung's a destination, I guess.
Yeah.
Taichung, yeah, it's all right.
How's Taichung life, man?
Yeah, it's okay. It's pretty
mellow, or what?
Yeah, it's just mellow.
How's the restaurant scene? Everybody's always like, oh my God, Taichung is booming. You need to put an Eddy's in Taichung.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
There's some good spots. It's
yeah.
It's got some great food.
Okay.
Like Uptown is pretty good.
Okay, I've heard of that one. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've heard a few times.
They do pretty good. Their wing night.
The wings are solid, eh?
It's pretty solid.
Nice. Okay.
And then,
Very cool. We'll get a little wing action. I love it. Okay. Very cool. Was there any inspirations from any places back home that you wanted to bring here?
Yeah, just basically every pizza by the slice place.
Every pizza by the slice, of course. This is basically what I just said, right?
Yeah.
The pizza by the slice. I remember, you know, college days. You go out, you get those big pizza by the slices, and it's heaven, man. I love it. And whenever I go back to my college town, that's the first thing I do is I get one of those big ass pizza by the slice places.
It's convenient.
I love it.
They're cheap. They're usually pretty delicious.
And they're good. Yeah.
It's hard to fuck up pizza.
Yeah.
I can swear on this, right? Okay.
Sure. Of course. No problem.
Yeah, it's hard to fuck up pizza.
It's tough, right? It's. I gotta argue a little bit with that. I've had some bad pizzas here, man. I'll be honest. There's some bad ones.
You're right.
I've had some bad ones
People in
out
Taiwan
here.
have fucked up pizza.
Like I've had some bad, like some weird. What about you got to end the debate, the age old question of pineapple on pizza. Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
I'm against it, but it's our number one seller.
Oh, see, there you go.
So,
there you go. You can't
be
hate on
too
pineapple.
against it. Yeah, exactly.
Right? See?
And I get the allure.
Salty sweet.
Salty sweet,
baby.
It's not bad. I mean, if you've seen some of the blasphemy they've been doing here, like durian on pizza.
Well, there's a milk tea pizza right now, right?
The bubble pizza.
The bubble milk tea.
I mean, if you want to get offended, by pizza, that would be it.
That's
bubble
it,
tea
right?
Pizza,
Yeah,
that is offensive.
That's crazy, right? That's okay. No. Yeah. So I grew up. I mean, we're Mexican, right? We just would go out and get pizzas and the salty sweet, I love it, man. I always get pineapple. And one of my buddies, this Italian guy, he was taking me to this Italian place that used to be amazing, and it's pretty crap now. But when it opened, it was awesome. And we went in. He's like, let's get a couple pizzas, couple pies. Okay, go in there. And he's like, what do you want? I'm like, oh fuck, let's get a Hawaiian, man. And he looked at me like,
so you're a Hawaiian man?
I'm a Hawaiian man. Hell yeah, you see, I love it. I'm like, let's get. And he just looks at me. He's like, yeah, we are not getting a Hawaiian. I'm like, what are you talking about? You asked me what I want. I want Hawaiian. And he's like, no.
Anything but.
But to be honest, in Mexico, we have a tacos al pastor, right? Like the shawarma sort of tacos. And they have like a roasted pineapple on the top there, man. It's salty sweet, right?
I'll tell you something I've been thinking about.
Okay.
So if you go to the night markets, they have those sweet potato fries place.
Okay, yeah.
So like pineapple and sweet potato fry.
It's beautiful. I love it.
That is.
We actually sell sweet potato fries with chipotle mayo here, and it sells super well, man.
You should try some sort of pineapple sauce.
Pineapple, that sounds good. I like that.
Get crazy. Here comes my kid. He's adorable.
Is he coming in? All right, we'll bring him on, man. Shoot.
That's all right.
Let's.
That'll get too wild.
He'll be like,
yeah.
Let's jump on the next wing, dude. What do we got next? We got cayenne. So this is I'm always using like hard to find chili peppers, like Ghost and all that stuff. And then I figured, let's go to the market. Let's get like a local pepper. So those really long red cayennes. I'm like, let's make a hot sauce out of that.
Those are crazy. Those kinds. Are those actually cayenne peppers?
I believe so. I mean, I met this dude who is like he grows chilies and stuff, and he told me that they were. So I believe they probably are. Oh my gosh, he's huge. He's so big now. Hey, buddy.
He is, and he's looking slick.
Oh my
with that,
gosh,
with
he's
that
looking better than
up.
we are.
Like Sven, he's from like Sweden with that.
That's right.
Up.
Yeah, he's just from Sweden. Yeah. Man, he's looking good.
He's a good-looking kid.
He is, man. Shoot. I love it. All right, let's get on the next one.
Do you know the trick? I think I've seen you eating them. The trick.
Like this trick?
Yeah, the clean the bone trick.
I kind of do it without thinking, but Sometimes.
It's the best way. I have a friend who's a competitive eater.
Oh, really?
And his thing is chicken wings, and that's how he does it.
And I just did that right now, but if you asked me to do it on the spot, I couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's a science.
When I was in college, I used to go to wing nights, and one of my Portuguese buddies, he would just be like, "Just 10-cent wing, right?"
Yeah.
And you're just like, damn.
Well, the thing about it is Taiwan.
On the chin, man. Yeah.
Me? That's all right.
It's all good. Yeah.
It's not a wing day if you don't have a face full of sauce.
This gets sloppy, right?
But the thing about the Taiwanese wings is they've got this extra.
That little one, yeah.
An extra thing.
So it's weird because if you take it off, you clip it off the wingtip. The Taiwanese are like, "What's up?" But if you leave it on, then the Americans are like, "What's up?" So you're like,
"Yeah, we can't win."
What am I doing here? Jeez, guys.
And also, what are you gonna do? Just throw it away?
Yeah, I mean, you throw it away, or you can save it for
like a broth.
For a broth. Yeah. But I mean, it's you're damned if you do, damned if you don't in this business, man. So it's the way it is.
Eddy,
you know what I mean?
Were you born in Mexico?
I was born in Canada, man. I was born in Canada.
How long had your parents been in Canada before you were born?
I'm actually the first generation. My parents immigrated to Canada when they were, I would say my mom was probably like 16, 17. Like they just had my sister when they were like 18 and 16, like super duper young. So my parents are actually still quite young.
Yeah.
And they went up. Actually, I just found this story out the last time I went back home because I didn't know who went up first. So this Canadian guy, my Uncle John, he went down to Mexico. He was teaching. I believe he's teaching English. He met my aunt, and he brought her up. He married her, brought her up to Canada. And my aunt was up there, and she's like, "You know what? There's so many jobs and so much good stuff going on up here. It's cold, but aside from that, there's a lot of stuff going on." So my dad went up, and my brother, his brother went up. So my dad and my uncle, they went up, and they loved it. So my dad went up, started to make some money, and then he's like, "Let's fly in my mom and my sister." My sister was born in Mexico, and I was like, I think I was the only one planned out of the 3 kids, to be honest, because I was like, "Hey, white picket fence, everything. Let's have a kid." And then they had me, so I'm the first one.
You're a Canadian,
pretty much,
baby.
I'm Canadian. I'm the first Canadian. So whenever I go back to Mexico, the first question is, if Mexico plays Canada, who do you go for?
Yeah,
right?
Who do you go for?
Well, I go for. Well, I mean,
you got to go for Canada.
Well, it's soccer. Canada's no chance. So I mean,
so you choose the winner.
So it's
That's
Mexico, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I mean, it's definitely it's tough. I mean, in hockey, forget about it. Canada's amazing, right?
Yeah.
But soccer.
Does Mexico even have a hockey team?
I don't think so. No, probably not. Not that I know of, to be honest, right?
I mean, I can't
Mexico,
imagine them
Canada.
being very good. It's got
There's no ice there, man. It's a great place, man. I love Mexico. I love Canada, but to be honest, Taiwan's the spot, man.
Hey,
Taiwan's
I agree.
the spot.
Taiwan's
Everybody's
the
like,
spot.
"What are you doing? What are you doing there, man?" I'm like, "You come out here, you're gonna love it.
Like,
you ain't going home."
why aren't you here? Is my question.
I mean, like today, it's like 20 degrees, and I'm like, "Ooh, it's getting chilly."
Yeah, it was really cold.
Yeah, it's like I'm freezing. I was like, "Damn, it's cold, dude." So do you have
20 degrees?
Do you have an ultimate goal for Monster?
To sell it and make a ton of money.
Okay. Hey. Okay. Yeah,
I
sure.
would.
Franchising, put them by every college, pizza by the slice, by the colleges. What's the plan?
Honestly, I think I want the factory to work, and then I want to be able to get kind of push the restaurant to someone else.
So I think right now you have two, right? You've basically got your business, your restaurant, but you've also got the frozen pizza thing, right? Which has been about 2 years old, right?
Yeah.
And to
that's
be honest,
food manufacturing, yeah.
And it's okay. So there's more than pizzas, or is you working on different things?
That's the goal. Yeah, I'd like to get into a lot.
I think that's pretty amazing because the pizza is great, and unfortunately, frozen pizza usually sucks.
Yeah.
When you go back, I mean, when you have a frozen pizza, you're like, this is garbage. But yours is great.
Yeah.
There's got to be something that you're doing that's...
They're handmade and there's no preservatives. So
but is there like some kind of special packaging? Because when you crack them, they're great. It's really like when I go to like patio, right? It's patio here, and I'm bringing friends over. they're like, hey, what do we get? And I'm like, we get pizzas. We get pizzas all the time. And they're always like, fuck, this is great. And they're telling Patio, hey, it's good pizzas. And I'm like, actually, I don't want to say too much, but I'm like, yeah, my buddy's the guy who's doing them.
And now we're broadcasting.
Frozen pizzas, man. And they're amazing.
Yeah.
And
it's the
they're so good. It's crazy.
It's the crust, I'd say.
Okay.
So like the crust is a thin crust. So when it cooks, if you cook it on a stone, like part of the thing is you have to have a good oven or the right oven.
Sure. But I've had them out of like crappy toaster ovens, and it was pretty good still, man. To be honest, yeah.
What can I say?
Yeah, no,
I'm a pizza magician, you know?
The magician, that's exactly it, man. The magician, right?
Like, I honestly couldn't really tell you why it is that way. We've kind of worked on this recipe for a crust, and it worked, and
it's a different crust than your restaurant crust.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like different. A thinner, crispier crust. And
but I mean, I think that's got to be, like, it's got to be a gold mine eventually.
Hopefully.
I mean, because
because
there's so many coffee shops. There's so many coffee shops everywhere, and 99% of them, the food's awful, right?
Yeah.
There's so many bars everywhere, and 95% of them, the food's awful. But you get those pizzas in there, you don't need a chef. You don't need anything except for somebody who unwraps a pizza, throws it in an oven. I think it's like $1 million idea, man, to be honest.
Yeah, I think that
I love it.
Yeah, I think it has potential. I think there's a ceiling, definitely, but we would like to get into more than just the pizza. So
sure, okay,
I think that just having the factory is like a good stepping stone into more.
I actually would want to go check the factory out, because I have some ideas to do some stuff as well like that, and like we're packaging tortillas, and we're packaging even the corn tortillas. It's going well, but I mean, I need some
nightmare.
I need some professional help, man. So
you get a lot of bad information, and then you you spend a lot of money with that bad information, and then you have to spend more money to fix the problems. So
that sounds like sounds like my
Taiwan.
life. Sounds like my life right there, man. Shoot, yeah.
It's
cheers, brother.
Yeah, it's been a wild ride setting that factory up. And my wife has just been amazing. So
wives, man. Shout out to the wives, because
number one, wives are great.
We could not do it. People think that we're like the real deal, but the wives are the behind the scenes actually running the show.
I would have blown all my money and probably been back in America by now.
Yeah, there you go. Right, yeah. Right? I mean, I think my wife is she's Haka from Miaoli, and everyone's like, oh my gosh, you got Haka from Miaoli. She's amazing with finances. It's like the big stereotype, but actually she's super hard working, and she's really good at the finances and stuff.
So she's exactly the stereotype.
She's exactly the stereotype, yeah. So basically, when you're asking me the cost of this and that, I don't even remember, man, because I just asked my wife, I'm like, do we have any money? Yeah, okay, cool.
We're good.
Okay, I'm going to buy a camera.
I got some more ideas. Let's go.
Okay. No? Okay, next month I'll ask again, yeah. So it's crazy, yeah. That's exactly it, right? Yeah. So I remember you were talking about these like these Japanese sort of ovens that were not custom, but kind of like perfect for your style of pizza. So what are those about? I mean,
what happened with them?
Yeah, what's up with those? Yeah.
So we found these perfect ovens.
Okay, yeah.
That cook the pizza perfectly, but they're Japanese.
So they're expensive.
Not that they have different electricity.
Oh shoot. Okay,
so they've been catching on fire.
Oh my gosh!
So that's problematic, and so we've just we've had to stop using them.
But in Taiwan, I mean, you can knock them off somehow, can't you? Or no?
We've tried.
Okay,
they just don't exist. They're actually made in China, and so we've been trying to figure out where they're made. But
call up the factory in China, and be like, "What's up?" Yeah.
The thing is there's so many.
Slide a little renminbi over there, and you're good to go. No, that's China, no.
It is, but there's so many that look exactly the same. Yeah. You can't find the exact
on the outside, and on the inside they're nothing, right? Yeah.
And so I wish I knew more about electronics or whatever, but I just don't know.
Talk to Anthony Hom, man. He'll rip it apart for you.
Have him custom build.
He'll start making something for you, right?
Yeah, Hom. I wish
he's a beast on the electronics, man.
He might be able to help me. Like, we just need a solution, right?
Okay,
if we had a solution to it. Because like
what was special about it? Did it have a stone on the bottom, or what was it about?
They cooked very hot with a good stone, so it had like a lot of heat underneath that kept the stone nice and hot. Okay. And then the element on top was close.
Okay.
So it cooked the top really fast. I could cook a pizza in 5 minutes.
Oh man, what about like a night market by the slice? Bam, bam, bam. Like, not just obviously you're in one now, but I mean like put a little one in Shilin, put a little one in Rauha, put a little one here and there.
With the frozen pizzas.
I mean, with whatever, with.
I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, I'd like to open up. See, the thing is it's so.
Can you? Okay, round 2, Lily. Lily. Okay. Lily.
Hey.
Round 2, yeah. Okay, thanks. Sorry.
What was I saying?
No, the night markets. I mean, you're in there right now, but you're making the dough and you're doing all that stuff now. But I mean, like with your factory, you could be like, bang, 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 let's go in a night market, right? You can make them smaller, or you could do whatever you want, right?
So the dough for the pizza place, it needs to be made fresh. So that's kind of like one of the big things there. But I could make all the other ingredients and ship them out. I mean,
that's what slows it down. You need someone making dough, right? But I mean, the frozen is
that's
pretty solid, man. I'll be honest, it's pretty.
We got some ideas too, like a Subway. Like we just have the. So like one thing is we've got like the frozen pizza bases.
Okay, yeah.
And so we've been thinking like a Subway style, like. You come up, we pull out a base, you pick your sauce, your toppings, bing, bang, boom.
Love it.
With Uber Eats, can send that stuff out.
Uber Eats is pretty solid, man. Uber Eats is I mean, the percentage is high, but you know, if you tweak the numbers a little bit, then things are nice. Things are good. Yeah, Uber Eats is pretty solid.
If you can tweak the numbers, our $55.
Well, that's tough. That's crazy. I mean, that's crazy, man.
So we had them like.
That's nuts, man.
Food Panda came to us and they're they charged 33%.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And so. They're like, hey, we've noticed that you marked up the slice of a pizza 33%, which you're not allowed to do. We're like, well, you can take your machine back because I'm selling 55 NT slices. I can't.
Exactly.
Why don't you take a cut?
So the funny thing was we had Uber Eats, and then we had Food Panda approach us. Here's the story. The original Food Panda story was one of the first places they started with was 5 or 6 years ago, maybe, with Costco. And one of my buddies was like the main dudes of Costco, right? And I don't even know if I should tell this story, but screw it. So he's like, hey, you know, these guys are going to come see you. They're talking about, you know, this is before Uber Eats, before anything. They want to talk about delivery for you. I'm like, okay, cool. And he's like, we pay 12 or 15%, something like that. And I'm like, okay, cool. He's like, that's what we pay at Costco. I'm like, okay, cool. So these guys come in, great guys. We had some food at lunch at the restaurant, chatted for a while, and then they're just like, all right, cool, so are you in? I'm like, yeah, sure. And he's like, okay. And then he's like, it was 20 or 30, I can't remember, maybe 25. And I'm like, okay, cool, but I know that your Costco's 15. And they're just like, no, it's not. I'm like, come on, man.
Like, I know
everything's cool. Everything, I mean, we're good, everything's cool. And they're just like, and I'm like, look, how about this? I know a shit ton of restaurants. You guys are brand new. Give me a number of restaurants and you give us all a good deal. If I find you 10 solid restaurants, you give us the 15 or whatever. And they're just like, no. And I'm like, okay, well, give us something better. 18, like not 20 or whatever. And he's like, no, we can't do that. I'm like, I'm like, okay. And I kept saying, well, let's try this. And they kept saying, no, we can't do it. No. And I'm like, okay, cool. Well, thank you very much. No, thanks. It's basically, yeah, fuck you very much.
Yeah.
And take care. And they're just like, oh, can you still introduce us to your friends?
Like,
I'm like,
what?
are you serious? They ain't gonna be my friends if that's the way I'm gonna treat them, man.
And
are
then
you
they
kidding
go
me?
in there with 30%.
Now it's 30, right?
God.
Yeah. So we did actually, eventually, we do have. This was like.
We did hit Food Panda.
We did hit Food Panda here.
Did you do Uber Eats?
About 5 years later. Yeah, we do Uber Eats. Yeah. So what happened was Food Panda here. We're doing Uber Eats. What do you need to get another one? Yeah.
Yeah, let's go with that.
You want to go to the double? The
let's
double
go
IPA?
The double. I want to.
Kyrie.
I want 8 or above.
6号 yeah? Yeah, 6号 谢谢 yeah 谢谢
6号 谢谢
yeah. And basically, so they come in, and we were like, they're hitting us with a big, 33 or whatever, and then we told them, yeah, that's a big chunk, and they said, the salesman told us
to jack it up.
Jack it up. I'm like, okay, cool. So we did that, and then they're like, yeah, but you can't
do that.
But you can't use Uber Eats here because you're doing it. And I said, okay, cool. I'm gonna use Uber Eats at the other restaurant. I'm gonna do Food Panda here. So we did that for a little while, then some system update happened a little while ago, and then blah 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 crashed out, and now they're like, yeah, no, give us your menu because we're gonna price everything for you. And I'm like, no. I'm like, no, I need to raise. They're like, yeah, we need to make sure that you don't raise your price. And then I'm like, okay. And then we're like talking with them, and then they disappear for 3 months, and I'm like, Uber Eats.
Just call them up.
Uber Eats.
A little competition never hurt anybody.
Uber Eats has been good, man. They've been good. And to be honest, when both are firing on all cylinders at the restaurants, Uber Eats is more. And I mean, this is not like I'm not hating on anybody, but Uber Eats just brings more for us.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm a Food Panda man. We do much more business on Food Panda.
Well, there you go.
I don't know what it is.
Food Panda. There you go. Taiwan Food Panda, Tiamu Uber Eats, right?
That's, I guess, how it's going to be.
That's it. So let's hit that last one for round one.
What's this? This green
that's made with fresh jalapenos. When we can get them, I make this hot sauce. I make poppers or this hot sauce from them. This it's pretty. Look like it's much laid on in here, man. So I'm gonna. Gee, I couldn't do it.
Yeah, this one's not very hot.
Yeah, this one's not hot. This one is mellowed out big time. So there was that fail right there.
That's all right.
Yeah.
This is a nice little reprieve.
A little reprieve. Yeah, it's gonna get hot. Don't worry.
Oh God, here it comes.
So, thank you. So, what's your plan? 5 years. 5-year plan. Monster. What do you want for Monster in 5 years?
I'd like to develop my line of products.
Okay.
At the factory, and then.
Okay. What are you thinking about aside from pizza?
Basically pizza related things. Maybe like pizza bites or calzones or Hot Pockets.
Calzones I think would kill it too, man, right?
Oh yeah.
Pizza bites, yeah. Like little
like Totinos, like here's the thing.
Like little macaroni and cheese deep fried balls, right?
There we go. Maybe like chicken nuggets, things like that.
Sure. Those are awesome. We make a big batch of mac and cheese, right? You can come say hi. Mac and cheese, and we you don't finish it when you make a big ass pot of that, right? And you let it cool off and you ball them up and they're so good, man. You're like, damn, and they're vegetarian.
Yes.
So everyone's like, yeah, all right, except for the non-cheese ones.
Broccoli cheese, like you do those broccoli, the broccoli bites and things.
Exactly, right? Love it.
Like we would just like to, develop a line of products that we can sell to other restaurants. Like just become a.
I think that's it. That's where it's at.
Like don't open a restaurant, sell to restaurants.
I think providing, being a provider is the best. I don't want to say the best, but it's
easier.
I mean, you can control your quality. You can send it out. You can do your thing like a mini franchise. What about like inside like a shopping mall? You thought of a little shopping mall deal or what?
You mean like a restaurant?
A restaurant or like the food court sort of deals. You know what I mean? Have you ever looked at those?
I'm going to be honest with you, Eddie.
Yeah. No?
I'm done with restaurants.
You're done with it? Okay.
I just, it's a lot of work.
If somebody says they want to franchise the Monster, you're not in.
They can do it.
They can do it, yeah. I know. That's exactly what I'm thinking, yeah.
It's so much...
Can you smell that ghost pepper?
Yes.
It's
tingling my eyeballs.
Pepper. Yeah.
It's so much work, and there's such a high percentage of failure. It's just it's hard to stoke yourself up, especially when you failed 3 times in a row.
What? So you had the tacos thing upstairs?
Yes.
Right. And how was it a failure? Nobody went up. Nobody knew about it.
Yeah, a lot of that. And it was also too expensive for the night market. Okay. So people just weren't.
Okay.
Like not feeling it.
Well,
and I think, Mexican outside of Taipei is a hard sell.
It's a hard sell.
Like,
you look at like that's Mexican Smoky Joe's or whatever.
Oh,
they seem to be. I know it. The food, no comment, but they seem to be killing it.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
they seem to be. No.
I think that we'll see. I mean. Who knows? You're right. Who knows?
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
but they're kind of like a hot pasta, A hot pasta. That's like a place that's got hot pot and pasta.
Oh yeah. Oh, I like that one. I'm gonna use that hot pasta.
Where it's just like it's like they do it.
That's called a continent. What is intercontinental restaurant?
Intercontinental.
The Intercontinental Champion, right?
And it's just a little bit of everything. And
which is master of all. No.
Jack of all trades.
Jack of all, master of nothing,
none.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, and
which is awful. Yeah. Which is.
It's the ambiance is great inside of a Smoky Joe's though.
Yeah,
really
yeah.
like
We
the
went to
inside.
one in Kending.
Kending, yeah.
And we got
Their mothership.
we got some hard shell tacos, definitely like old El Paso stale ass shells, and we had some homemade ravioli, and I mean we cook a lot.
I think that says it right there. You had ravioli and hard shell tacos.
Yeah,
at the
there
same
you go,
place.
right? And it was like it's like handmade, blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, cool. We use a lot of tomatoes here. We use canned, we use fresh, we use tomatillos, we use a lot. So when a tomato sauce is off, my tongue is like triggered.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
numb. It's like it
And
gives
you
you
know
that
it.
feeling.
It's
You
got
know
that-
it.
yeah.
It's got that like really weird numbing feeling, and I got that. And I'm not hating on them. Obviously, they making more money than we are.
Oh yeah.
But,
yeah, they're making a lot of money.
But my problem is I care too much about things like quality. I care a lot about people.
You make your own masa.
We
That
make our own.
says a
We're
lot.
grinding corn, baby. Grinding
Grind
corn.
Corn.
Embrace the grind, right?
Have you thought about just importing it?
We did import. We did import for a little while, and we did it on plane. It was expensive, and then when we imported on boat, it was cheaper. It was okay, but a lot of the times you open up your bag and there's
gotta
like
work,
bugs and
yeah.
stuff in there, right? And you're like, I brought this from Mexico and it's full of bugs. But
Where'd those bugs come
to be honest, with a proper grinder, it's not that much work. It's not that much work.
And with a proper staff. Do you grind it
Touche.
yourself?
I did for the first month.
Yeah.
Because I want to make sure I nail the recipe with the right amount of salt, the right amount of. It's like a calcium mixture. It's like a calcium with the right amount of everything. I started, and then when I nail the recipe, then I
Then you
delegate it.
delegate it off. But then
It's
they
good.
change it.
So you know this game. Yeah?
I do. I know the game of making it easier
shoot.
for
Okay,
people
yeah.
working.
So basically, it's funny because, sometimes, you're doing the corn and then you look into the kitchen like, hey, you're grinding corn, and everyone's kind of like, they're looking at you with these like pity eyes. And I'm like,
Does it
dude,
take that long?
I'm like, it's not that hard.
How long does it take?
It's not that.
If I was going to ground...
We ground 2 kilos. It takes maybe half an hour. It's not that long. It's hand. But that's because we want to make sure people like it before I buy a freaking huge grinder. Because you buy a huge grinder and no one likes it, then what do you do with that grinder?
You sell it for half the price.
5,000 NT. You know what I mean? Like,
did the guy who was grinding was he just jacked like a giant?
no,
grinding muscle?
the thing is, we bought such a small one that it's something you don't know unless you're grinding. But if you buy the taller one, you can put like a big ass bowl under there. But we bought just like a little one, so I mean, we had to put like a tray, and it was such a it's a pain for sure.
Yeah.
But we found a Taiwanese company that has a really nice grinder, and it's great. They actually brought it in. We tested. It's beautiful. Makes really nice masa. But it's about 80 grand. So I'm like, okay, let's make sure
Have you tried to find one
people
second
like
hand?
it. I have, but I mean, I can't find nothing, man. You know what I mean? I can't even read. I can speak.
You should come
I've
on. I
delegated
got
it, man.
a
Let's go.
bunch of secondhand shops.
Let's go.
We can
Let's
take
go.
some
Let's
spins.
go. We're gonna go. We'll go on Chinese New Year. How about that? We'll go check it out.
Deal. Let's do it.
Let's go. We'll check out the fact. We'll do a video. We'll do some live video from this guy's
Hopefully
factory,
it's done by the factory is still being built. So
Beautiful.
hopefully
Okay.
it's done by
I'm
Chinese.
stoked to see it, man.
Me
I need
too.
to pick your brain a little bit about that because we're actually packaging stuff and things are good, but we have a couple of little things that are kind of not working as well as they should. So yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get on that next one, man.
What's this
So
one?
that's a sauce that was from a company called Flavor of the World. So this is one of the sauces that we don't make ourselves.
Yeah.
It's like a mango-y sort of a spicy sauce. So it's pretty solid.
All right,
yeah.
I'm in.
Get in on it, man. Flavor of the World.
Flavor of the
Very
World.
good food. Very good stuff. So
So does that Flavor of the World fella? He has a restaurant as well.
he does not. He does hot sauces and he does some catering and stuff.
Flavor of the World. Oh yeah,
How's that?
it's good.
That's the monkey sauce.
Could use a little more mango-y flavor, but
Okay, yeah.
it's pretty good.
It's pretty nice, right? So I'm curious about the Dragon's Den
Dragon's Den.
2019.
Yeah,
We got the champ in here,
the reigning champ.
the king. Dragon's Den 2019, which means the best business idea in Taiwan,
Yeah,
best frozen
that's
pizza,
what they say.
and I would love to hear about it from start to beginning. Yeah, from start to end.
Yeah, it was I heard about it through you.
Yeah, sure.
And then that night, in fact, I went and I filled out the application.
Love it.
And I felt like I had no chance.
Okay.
Because you'd go and you do these like 3 kind of test presentations, and they critique it, and they tell you what you need to change.
Sure.
And each time, 1, 2, 3, every time they're like, that was a train wreck.
Okay.
Like,
and
I didn't
just
even
like Nate Diaz, like, hey.
Yeah. Like, I didn't think they were gonna choose me.
Okay.
Like, and it was through, like, the first 2 were like
So who was the competition? Were they food people or what are the other people?
So there was a online tutor company, kind of.
Okay.
Tutor.me. They're great people.
Tutor.me? Is it that a big one? No.
No, Tutor.me. Tutemme.
Okay, we'll check that out, yeah.
Yeah, they're they do more like one-on-one teaching for
like the number. Okay.
Yeah.
Tutor.me. Okay.
And they do one-on-one teaching, and it's for foreign students in Taiwan that are students and they want to be able to tutor, but they don't have the credentials. But
beautiful.
Okay. But they do like
conversational English and stuff.
They do
right?
more.
That's what everybody wants.
They do because they're not English.
Sure. Okay.
They do more of like subject based.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, and that's cool. Okay.
So that was cool. And
so
then,
were they some finalists with you guys or?
Yeah. So the finalists were those guys. There was a dating app one.
Oh shoot. Okay.
Some Bitcoin one.
Okay.
And a wellness studio, like a yoga retreat.
Okay.
Yeah. And
were there a lot of people entering into the contest, or?
I don't know. We don't really know.
You don't know. Okay.
Yeah, they didn't really let us know.
Okay.
I feel like because I got into it, maybe not.
Okay. No, I wouldn't say that, man, because I mean,
it was a train wreck.
You're established, man. You're an established place. And
yeah. Every time though I went, like it ended with him being like, "Okay, that was terrible." It's basically.
Did they say that really?
Yeah. Like the first time the guy was like.
Who? It wasn't Elias, right?
No,
Elias
not
is
Elias.
I love that
was,
guy.
God, what was
Got to
his
get
name?
you on the show, Elias. Yeah.
John Cronenberg. Somebody from the Canadian Chamber of Commerce.
Okay.
He was like, that was a disaster. That was what he said the first time.
Okay.
And I mean, honestly, it was. I was terrible.
But you stepped out of your comfort zone.
Absolutely.
And just went for it.
Yeah, I hate talking in front of people.
And that's the way that you get ahead, man.
I guess so. That's the way you win the Dragon's Den.
That's the way you win the Dragon's Den. I mean, to be honest, that's like I grew up as a kid. I was like the most shy kid. Never talked to anybody. Was super shy. Just like I remember in like grade 7, there was like this performance, some singing, and I like fucking fainted on there. I was just like, I had so much anxiety because I didn't want to talk. And like now, like we're doing this, we go talking at universities. We do all these talks because. I think you really need to go out and just stick your neck out. And what's the worst that can happen? Nothing, right?
Yeah, I mean,
say, oh, dude, you suck. To be like, well, guess what?
But
what you doing, motherfucker? right? Yeah. That's it, right? What you got going on?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Nothing. There you go.
Unless the person is doing something.
Well, then you'd be like, I'm still better looking than you, right?
Hey. Well, you can say that. I don't know about me.
But seriously, but the people that are usually killing it, they're nice. You know what I mean? Like they know what's up. They know how hard it is to get there. It's usually the people that are talking are the ones that are not
very nice.
They're not nice, but they're not sticking their neck out. Like we stick our neck out all the time, and sometimes we get our head chopped off, and sometimes we get a little reward for it, man. And I think we're both kind of living proof to that, man. I mean, shoot, I never did no food businesses in my life, man. I sucked at school. I mean, I grew up in a small town where there was us and my cousins, and everybody just thought we were delinquent write-offs. And I came over here, and it's like fresh start. I'm pretty good with kids. I'm pretty good at chatting with people and stuff. I had to step out and do stuff. So I think you're the same, man. You got to just give it a shot, right? What's the worst that can happen?
You got to take a risk.
Yeah, sure.
But I mean, I think that's part of being an entrepreneur is that you've got a pretty high risk tolerance. I mean, most people just don't have risk tolerance.
Sure. I mean, for sure. I mean, like we started it when we were just got married, 27, 28, no money, but no real debt, and now we're 40 and still no money, but
right.
Yeah,
exactly.
But we're successful. Right?
How long have you been doing this?
13 years, man.
13 years. How is your wife? jumping into this?
It was her idea. She wanted to do it because her job, they were not so good to her. And
what was she doing before?
She was teaching English as well. We were both teaching English. Oh my God, I mean, no offense, but that was a pretty easy lifestyle. Both of us making decent cash, just chilling on the weekends and stuff. Yeah. Compared to now, it's pretty crazy. Well, we did that, and
there's no chilling anymore.
Yeah, no, there's not much chilling in these days, but we're living the dream. We're living the dream. Yeah. But it's a long ass tunnel, but there's light there for sure. I enjoy it. I still enjoy this business.
Yeah.
My only problem is I really like people so much, and I care a lot about them. So we get taken advantage of quite a bit from people that come and work and just don't care.
Yeah.
And we get taken advantage of that, a lot. Which it's a bit of a kick in the nuts. What are you gonna do, right?
Just get up the next day and keep going.
Just keep going, man. I love it. I love what we're doing. So Dragon's Den, man. Dragon's Den. Tell me a little more about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So we made it in, and we had to do this. We went to this tech expo.
That's cool. Where was it? Downtown Taipei, I guess?
The Maji Square.
Maji Square? Oh, shoot, man. That's not even far. I know where that is.
There's an expo dome there.
Yeah, I know that. I know that place. Yeah, it looks like the Epcot Center, right?
Yes.
Like a knockoff, right?
And they had this, it was like a tech expo, a tech
Beautiful.
thing.
Okay.
And it was weird, because like everyone was like tech-based.
Okay.
And I was the guy like...
And you're just like, hey, you want a pizza? Or
yeah, traditional manufacturing. What can I say?
Yeah.
And so we were there, and then
But I bet you everybody's got to eat, man.
Yeah, but we couldn't sell any pizzas there.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
In fact, we were trying to have a sample for the judges.
Mamma mia, yeah.
And they were going to not let us cook it there. And so my wife, low-key,
she's
plugged
just like
it in. And
Mexican style. It's be like, you like pizza?
What are you going to do? Yeah, it's a hot oven. You can't move it now.
It's pizza. What do you got?
And so, it was good. And then we went up, and, I faced my fears. I
love it.
I got up there.
Love it.
I pitched it, and it worked. And they loved it.
And you know what? People love to eat.
They love to eat.
People love food, man. People love food.
It was good. I mean, it was a really good experience. It was difficult. I was out of my comfort zone the entire time, but
if it was easy, man, everybody'd be doing it. To be honest, yeah.
It's true.
It's the truth. That's the way it is, man.
True.
Dragon's Den, baby. I want to do something similar next time. I got some ideas. Let's do it next year, man. I'll do it next year. I got some ideas with the corn tortillas and the flour tortillas and some sort of distro style tacos that I'm working on, and we're gonna downsize a little bit, and that's one of the big plans I want to do this year. So I love it, man. I'm a sucker, man. I love this business. Let's keep going. I love it.
I'm glad that you love it, Eddie. You do love it.
Oh man, I don't know what it is. I just love it. Yeah.
It's just that every day is a grind.
It's a grind, man.
At the end of the day.
You feel good for sure. Yeah. I agree, man. I agree. So you went out to that. Did you go check out that TEDx thing or what? Did you go watch it out? I remember you wanted to go check it out.
My friend helped organize it. Yeah.
Okay.
And that seemed pretty cool. I would like to know more about it.
I got a buddy who went up and talked and stuff, but I didn't have a chance to do it. How often do they do that? Do you know?
Once a year, I guess. I guess they're kind of competing with the Taipei one. There's like a TEDx Taipei and then now a TEDx Nehu.
Well, I know a couple guys that can go out there and talk some food, man.
There we go. Let's do it.
TEDx. Hit us up, man.
I don't know if I could do a TEDx.
Hit us up.
I don't have that much. I don't have that much.
No problem, man. Just go up there and be like, psst. The first time I did it.
What's up?
Come on, mamma mia, mamma mia.
Yeah.
So the first time I did a university speech for interns, right? We just drove out there, and everyone's got their PowerPoints and all that stuff. I just roll in, and do you have a computer? I'm like, nah. Like, you got a PowerPoint? I'm like, no. And they're like, you got 30 minutes. I'm like, no problem. And then I went up, I'm like, what's up, everybody? How you doing? Yeah? You guys like food? Let me tell you.
Let me tell you.
Let me tell you something.
That would have been a big problem for me.
Yeah. I was like, what's up? Yeah.
For my Dragon's Den presentation,
Yeah.
I probably spent 8 or 9 hours just memorizing it.
Really? Oh,
down
shoot.
to,
Okay.
I couldn't go up and just
sure.
free ball. I can't just
free ball.
Figure it out. Improvise. Baby. Oh, I would have vomited.
Let's get on the next one, man. We got a Korean. Okay. So the Korean, we make this sort of mild Korean, but we also have this extra Korean sauce that's a little spicy. So I said, spice that one up. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's see if it worked out, man. Yeah. A little Korean. You like Korean style or what?
Hell yeah. Yeah, this one's got some heat. Eddie. I was just about to say, Eddie, I thought he was going to be hotter.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Bring the heat. Okay.
Yeah. Do you like hot then?
I do, man. I grew up. There's levels to the game, right? Like, I mean, I grew up eating spicy, but I remember going to Mexico as a kid, hanging out with cousins, and they're like, that's legit hot. It's like, damn, I eat spicy, but it's like 5-year-olds eating like
just
legit,
straight peppers.
like hotter than that. And I'm like, damn. So I love spicy, but there's levels for sure. But I do obviously love Mexican food, love Indian food. I love heavy duty spices. I love Thai. So funny thing is my daughter also loves that, which is great. Yeah.
That's pretty great.
Yeah, man.
I'd like to get Boston a hot.
Okay.
We should have him come up and eat the last one.
Oh yeah? Yeah. Get him on there, man. Yeah, shoot.
Hey, get that extra hot. All right,
Yeah,
this is the first
yeah.
time I'm gonna have to hit milk.
All right, get on it, brother. We got horchata, we got milk.
Does
Whatever you like.
horchata actually kill the heat?
No, it's just promotion. It's just product placement. We make our own horchata here at Eddy's Cantina. From rice water, we got a little bit of milk, cinnamon, vanilla, sugar, all homemade. You got to try it out.
Bing, bang, boom.
What else do you need?
Whew.
So, is there any?
Oh,
Sometimes you get a spicy one, and you get that little bubble, and it just you get a little spicy bubble. So I just got one of those. That sucks. But one of the times we've known each other for a while, but one of the times we kind of got more sort of like, hey, this guy's serious, was the Kane and Alessia start at the top.
Start at the top.
So I want to know, they're coming back. They're coming back with the Shark Tank guy. So I want to know what you think about how was your experience at the start of the top, right from the beginning? We did a free Taipei thing, and then we went to Hong Kong.
Yeah, I mean,
my wife was like, "No, we're not going," and I'm like, "No, let's go," and we went. And what did you think about it? What did you? Yeah. All right, tearing up. I love it.
Whew, that is spicy.
Yeah.
Hold on, one more sip of milk.
Yeah. Hong Kong, man. I had a good time up in Hong Kong, to be honest.
Yeah, it was a really good
decent
time.
Food, nice place. Service was a little rough in most of the places we went to, but
that's the Hong Kong
way, man. Eat here and get the funk out of here, But yeah,
I mean, it was an interesting experience. I felt like everything that we learned was kind of like partial learning.
Sure.
And that you had to pay.
It was like teaser learning. Yeah.
They were teasing us the whole time.
Yeah. That's a pretty smart business plan, though.
It
We
is.
pay.
But the thing is like they taught us how they were going to sell us
Yeah.
the whole time, and then they sold
That
us
was
at the
rough
end.
for me. I mean, to be honest, I liked it. I enjoyed it, but yeah.
For the price that they were asking at the end, it just felt like extortion.
I need to. There's a couple restaurants in town that went full out with them. I should get a couple of those guys on the show and be like, what's up? How'd that work out?
You should.
I think I'm gonna hit that up. Actually, that's an idea just right now popped into my head.
I'd like to hear their opinion on it because
I mean, yeah,
I can see the value of
for sure.
Like, I get
sure.
what they're saying about a mentor. Like
for sure.
The big thing about
For sure,
it,
I agree 100%.
was like you need a mentor to help further your business. As a person who doesn't know what they're doing, you need a mentor.
Okay, sure, yeah. I agree. I think it's necessary. I think it's necessary.
But like for $50,000
US, not NT, US, and it's like, okay.
Like I feel like there are people who would do it for no money. I feel like there are people who can be mentors, like people that are.
I was telling you, I just hooked up with this guy. Watch him on YouTube. He's amazing. I just hooked up with this guy. Great story.
Whoa, dude.
Yeah, great story.
Does your
right?
wife know?
Yeah, yeah, exactly, right. It's called The Restaurant Boss. He's amazing. I watch his YouTube videos. Guy's incredible. Lots of experience with restaurants. He has a few. and he's just put together his new course, and I just bought it, and I was working on it, and I just couldn't get out of the kitchen because we just kept having people. The turnover was too great, so we stopped. We're downsizing, so that's one of the main reasons. I'm gonna kick back 6 months. I'm gonna go. It's like going back to school for 6 months, get it done, implement, and if it's possible, I'd love to franchise. I'd love to help other people do that.
Yeah.
I'd love to consult because I love it. I'd love to get monster pizzas at every college, man.
You should be a consultant,
every
Eddie.
college. Let's do it.
Well,
let's Let's put monster pizzas. Pizza, tacos, and beer
At every college.
at every college, man.
We've actually thought about it. Do like the Hard Rock Cafe thing where you do like
Let's do it. I think
Monster Pizza NCHU or NTU or whatever.
I think it would be huge, and the quality's so good, man. It's so good.
It is, and the price is really hard to beat.
That's ridiculous. I mean,
That's
your
how we
price.
did. You slide in there. But
price
here's the
is
thing.
ridiculous.
Here's
man.
the thing.
Yeah.
If people are charging a lot for pizza, they're overcharging because pizza's cheap.
Yeah.
There's nothing about pizza that's expensive.
I understand that. Yeah, but I could see that. Yeah, but I don't know, man. Like when we went to your place, I was just.
If we charged more, nobody would come.
That nostalgia, man. The nostalgia of the big ass pizza by the slice. It was, for me, the nostalgia was just, it was incredible. So we never leave this block, but now we'll be able to because we're downsizing. And we're coming out to Taiwan. We're going to check out the factory. We'll do a live video in there.
Sure.
And we're going to eat some pizza, get some beers, play some video game arcades upstairs.
It's closed, though.
The arcades are done, too?
Well, the arcade,
Yeah,
it's like a closet up there now,
Okay.
I mean, we could play.
The hell yeah. Let's play. Hell yeah. Get Anthony Hom to fix those bad boys
Yeah,
up,
Anthony
and we're
Hom,
good.
I thought you'd be here tonight.
We're disappointed in you, man.
Oh.
You gotta come out.
Anthony, you're like 20 steps away.
That's true. So we're coming out, man. So many people, we were talking about it a little bit earlier, but so many people, like I saw this Facebook post, this one dude, he just moved here. He's like, I don't really want to teach. What's out there for me? And all of the responses were like, just open a bar.
Just open
Just
a bar.
open a restaurant.
Let's do it.
It's easy. It's easy.
You know what my advice would be if you want to lose a lot of money real quick? Just open a bar.
Just open a bar. Open a
restaurant.
Easy. It's easy. You're going to be full every day.
There's no way. Yeah, exactly. Every day.
Every day you're going to be packed.
Filled to the brim. That's how it works.
Filled to the brim, like
Taipei.
today.
Like today.
Like today. Have a look around. Yeah.
Exactly.
So what's your advice to...
Don't open a restaurant.
Don't open a restaurant because...
Try to be a middleman.
Try to be some kind of distributor.
Yeah, a guy who doesn't have any employees. Just connecting people.
So what does that mean with the employees? How's that? How's the employee situation?
They suck. I mean, not all of them suck, but a lot of them suck.
Oh shit! I almost spit that out. That would have been bad for those wings, man. Okay.
It's just that
I'll be honest. Okay. Yeah.
There is a disconnect on how you expect things to be done and how they want to do them.
Okay.
And then you're constantly fighting that until you want to pull your hair out of the top of your head.
I know the feeling.
Which I've done. And I have no more hair.
Okay.
So
example number one. No.
It's just rough.
I think that is there a way? There has to be a way. If you look at like Din Tai Fung, there has to be a way. This is what my 2020 goal is. There's got to be a way.
There's layers and layers of proper management.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I'm not a good manager.
That's true.
I'm a terrible manager.
That's true.
I just
Thanks, guys. Take it easy, yeah? So for me, too, I feel that we have... Communication is a big thing. And we have that... people come in and they're just like, how do you do this? And I'm like, it's easy. This is what you do. Because for me, it's easy. But it's hard to sort of duplicate yourself. In my opinion, it's hard to kind of be like, this is what we're doing.
Yeah, and you know how you want it done, and you're very good at doing it, and you think that it's pretty easy to do.
Okay.
But it's not easy for a lot of people, is what you learn.
Sure, for sure.
And then I don't know how to go back and make it easy for them.
Yeah. Okay.
And I guess that's it.
That's it.
That's my biggest problem. is not
It's tough.
being a very good teacher, which is why I'm not teaching.
This is why he's not teaching, right? Yeah. I think it's tough. Let's jump on that next one, man.
I feel like there's like a second wave of, like my mouth is numb now.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Let's do it though. What is
next
this last
one?
one?
Similar to that cayenne one, but this one is with the bird's eye.
God Christ.
Like the bird. That's a lot of bird's eye in there. Yeah, the Thai chilies, man. So get on there, brother. You're first.
All right.
You're the man. You want the wing, eh? And you're dipping it in the other ones. Perfect. I like that. Let's go drumstick. Oh, there's a lot of sauce. You took some sauce off.
Just, I want my face to survive.
Okay.
This one's a lot hotter than that last one. Yeah.
I think so. Maybe.
God Christ.
Do you have any 1-star reviews?
Oh, yeah.
What's your response
Oh,
to that?
fuck them.
You just ignore them?
Yeah, I'm not
Or
going
do
to
you reply?
respond.
No?
There's this one guy I responded to.
Yeah.
Because he called me a racist, which is
Oh,
weird.
God.
God,
Really?
those guys.
Oh, my God. I'm a white supremacist, apparently, according to one guy.
Really?
And my response to that is, I didn't even know I was white.
Yeah, what?
You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
what are you going to do? Like,
Yeah.
I get it. Sometimes we fuck up. Like,
And-
I mean,
and
we
the-
respond to them. We respond to them personally, but like I'm not going to respond on Google or whatever,
Yeah.
right? If they
Okay.
complain to us on Facebook,
Yeah.
like when we fuck up, and we're sorry. Like we're not perfect. And,
Well, that's the truth. That's the truth.
like I'm not, like it wasn't intentional, and we'll give them free pizzas
Yeah,
and
yeah.
whatever. But like
Okay.
some people have like a chip on their shoulder.
True.
Like they.
Oh, God. I mean, pizza is one thing, but try with like Mexican food. Well, you did, right? But it's
Yes.
like, but I mean, like we get people that come in and they're like, Eddie's not a real Mexican.
What?
It's not authentic. It's not, and they start like blasting. And I really want to be like, you ever watch Seinfeld?
Yes.
When people came in, they were heckling him, and then he went to like their offices and started heckling them.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to go in and be like, hey, guess what? I heard you suck at your job.
And you're not a real English teacher.
You're not a real whatever office guy. You're not a real this and that. I heard you suck. I'm gonna give you 1 star. And then they'd be like, oh my God.
It's
Hashtag whatever. Hashtag I'm offended. But it's like, so I'm a target just to get shat on all the time. Which is okay because we do, of course, everyone has 1 star, but we have a good amount, but most of them are 4 and 5.
Yeah.
But when we get blasted, it's rough, man. You're like, are you serious? How's that wing, man?
Yeah, it's hot.
Hotter than the other one?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Good. Because my last guy, man, Steven Chow, he went all the way to the end, and he was good. I need to make sure we're sweating a little bit. We're sweating a little bit. Hell yeah. That's what we want to see. That is what we want to see. So, 1-star reviews. You respond personally? No, fuck it, right? Just say, hey, it is what it is, right? You're gonna have that. Like, and it's that nostalgia. Like, I can't believe that you get it with the big ass slices and that cheap ass price. I can't believe
Usually the problem is this. We fuck up the order.
Okay. Well, that's fine. That's
is
normal.
fair.
That happens.
Or
That happens, yeah. 'Cause, okay,
like a
that
big
one is-
thing. This is a weird one.
Yeah.
People think they can call in and order a slice. We're at a night market. And so people will call in and they'll order a slice of pizza.
1 slice. Okay.
And then they'll come and they'll assume they don't have to stand in line. And then they come right up to like a guy who makes pizza and he's like, hey, I ordered this pizza. Can I get it? And like, you got to stand in line.
And then they're like, screw you.
Yeah.
1 star. Oh man, that's a killer. Oh, I've got quite a few 1 stars, and when I read them, it's frustrating, but it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
You all right,
Holy
man?
shit.
Hey, good. I'm glad. Good. That is made with Thai pepper, those Thai bird's eye chili. I like that one. That's one of my favorite ones, to be honest. Yeah, we're actually gonna put that one on the menu because I really enjoy that one.
You know what's really hot when like the back of your tongue gets like that like thick,
Hell yeah.
viscous like.
That's what happened to me on the Korean one. That's when I swallowed that bubble and it kind of, that mucus bubble and it pops and you're like, whoa. and you're like, damn, you know what I mean? That's what happened to me. Like, yes, good.
Eddie.
Good. So did you watch the new Star Wars or what?
Fuck Star Wars.
guy?
Fuck
Sounds
it.
good. I love it, man. I love it.
Really?
Yeah. No. You know what I love about Star Wars is I like watching it. It's whatever. It's a movie. It's not like a religion. But I love busting the balls of the people that it is a religion for. Jesse, you know it, Jesus. You know about that shit, right? We went to watch Rogue One. And I was commentating for him during the whole movie. Oh my God, he was pissed. Because he's like hardcore Star Wars guy.
I'm trying to listen to the dialogue
and it's
here.
just like, and I'm like, like we're watching the movie. And then this, they got weird aliens and shit popping out. I'm like, holy fuck, look at this fucking guy, hey? And he's just like looking at me like, dude.
This is the thing.
Dude, it's Star Wars, man. And I'm like, hey, take it easy, man. Shit. But now I got you. Now I'm going to keep going.
Like, they got to learn to let things die.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay.
Like, it was great.
Yeah, sure.
The first couple.
Yeah.
But it's like, we get it.
Yeah.
You're in space.
Yeah, cool.
You're fighting the Empire.
Yeah.
Like, who gives a shit? There's
They
more
strike-
things to do in the world than just fight the Empire.
Oh my God.
Like,
I'm going to make a little mini clip of that's bomb.
I want more plot.
You don't want... What? You don't like the First Order and the Last Order and...
In the Third Order and the New Hopes and the Last Hopes?
Yes.
God, just get me out of this goddamn universe.
Oh my God.
Oh God, I'm on fire, Eddie. Ah!
I love it. We got one hotter for you too, man.
No.
What? You give me a Mount Rushmore of pizza places in the States. Could be here too. I mean...
2? Or 4?
Mount Rushmore, baby. 4. Give me 4.
All right.
4 top pizza places in the States.
Papa Murphy's.
Okay. All right.
Wait, not
you want to
Papa
come
Murphy's,
in on camera?
Papa John's. And then
Papa
you want to come up
John's.
here?
Here comes.
wanna say
Yeah.
hello?
Okay. We got you. Look at this guy.
Hey,
Look at
dude.
this kid.
Give him a hey.
Is that one of the best looking kids?
He's
Say
all
hi.
right.
What's your name? Say hi.
Hi.
All right. Hey. All right.
That's adorable.
You just raised our views, brother. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Yeah.
Is that hot?
Look at that head of hair, man. What a gorgeous kid. Jeez.
Yeah, you're pretty gorgeous,
Yeah,
man.
gorgeous kid right there, man. We call those lady killers, man.
This is a microphone.
It's a microphone.
Can you give Eddie some nucks and ducks?
I'll take a pound.
Nucks and ducks. No.
Yeah.
All right, here. Go back to Mama.
Right on, buddy. You are a gorgeous kid. I'll
Okay,
tell you that
right
right
here.
now. It's all right. He can chill. He can
Okay.
chill. Just
All right.
don't touch any of that sauce, bro.
Yeah, don't touch this.
Don't
It's
eat that
super
stuff because that's
spicy.
pretty hot. Yeah.
Unless you want to try some spicy. You want to eat some spicy?
Oh, yeah. I would definitely pass on that, big man.
So Mount Rushmore's. Papa John's.
Okay.
I really like it. I don't know why, but I love it. And then
Okay.
Zeke's. That's a classic.
Okay.
It's a Seattle pizza joint.
Okay.
And then there is gosh, what's the name of that one? It's been so long since I've been back home.
Little Caesars pizza. No?
Actually, I do like Little Caesars.
Yeah. Sure.
You can't beat a $5 hot and ready.
Sure.
And then the number one is Pietro's Pizza. That was my first.
Pizza.
That was my first place. Little Italian joint run by this
Okay.
Italian guy.
Okay.
Oh, he's amazing.
But that's not a chain. That's like
No.
the dude.
I guess,
man.
yeah, I guess Ian's is another good one.
Okay.
That's Ian's Slices. They do pizza by the slice.
I do not know that one, man. Yeah.
We got quite a few places.
I'm Canadian. We don't have any of that stuff, man.
All right, this
we
guy's
just
getting
eat
crazy.
Hawaiians,
Mama,
man.
come grab this monster.
We just eat Hawaiians in Canada, man.
Just Hawaiians? Canada's like full of Canada's
It's just
full
all
of
Hawaiians
Hawaiians.
and poutine, man. Hawaiians and poutine, man. That's
Man, what
we
a
do.
place. Mashed
Hey.
potatoes, gravies, and Hawaiian pizza.
You know what's funny? People always ask me about Canadian food, but my family's Mexican. We eat tacos and stuff at home, man. When we go out to eat, it's like we eating Pizza Hut and stuff like
We're eating
you know what I mean?
Hawaiian
It's like,
pizza.
you're like Hawaiian pizzas, man. Hawaiian
like it.
pizzas and KFCs, man. KFCs.
You like KFC?
So KFC, I told the story before, but KFC has, for me, a nostalgia factor because when I was a kid, on a Saturday, my dad would pick us up. We'd all jump in the car, mom, dad, me and my sister. We'd go get a bucket of KFC. We'd drive to the dump, and we'd watch to the dump, like literally the garbage dump. and we'd watch the bears rip the bags apart and eat the food, and we'd be sitting there with our bucket at KFC. Like,
there are bears in your
dude,
dump?
I'm from Canada, man.
That's insane.
Yeah, the bears eat they go into the dump, they eat the food, they eat whatever, man. Bears are chill. They don't actually do anything to you unless you provoke them, man.
Eddie, this hot wing is so hot, like my flesh is on fire.
I love it.
Like I got it on my eye up here.
Don't touch your eyes, man. Yeah. Tip number one, don't touch your eyes. Tip number 2, wash your hands thoroughly before going to the bathroom.
Yes.
Use your imagination on that one.
I actually worked at a grocery store.
Okay.
And they one of my jobs is I had to go through a bunch of habaneros that had rotted.
Beautiful.
I had to pick out the non-rotting ones.
Okay.
But no one told me
to wear gloves.
So I went through this whole batch of jalapenos. I went on break, took a piss, came back, and I was just like on fire, tip to toe. Just
hell yeah, I love it.
God, it was the worst. I had to go home.
They
sent me home.
Hey, really?
I was like red and like.
I've been picking, doing peppers and that since I was a kid, so I've never had that problem until about a year ago. I got a batch of Carolina Reapers, habanero, ghost, scorpion, no problem, no gloves, chop them up, no problem. But Carolina Reapers, that's just hot. My fingers were like on fire, and my whole like arm, because I would be like, whatever. My arms were on fire. I had to sleep with like ice bags on my arm. Yeah.
I totally get it.
Yeah, it's rough. It's rough, man. Brother, we're on the last wing. We made it. Are we going for it? Are we going for it or not yet?
Yeah, sure.
Let's go. Jive on in.
Hold on.
Jive on in, brother. Dump it. Dump it. Hell yeah. You made it, bro. Dude, you're the man. I want pizza now. When I see your face, I'm like, man, I want pizza.
All right, let's do this.
I want pizza. All right, bro. Just don't touch your eye, man.
It's already touched.
Oh, don't touch the eye. Last one.
I think
we have made it all the way to the end.
To the last wing. I think it's easier to not. It's less hot if you eat this and then do it in the one.
Possible.
Because it's less contact time in your mouth, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Get it off me!
That seems less spicy, unless we'll see. Like I said, they mellow, they up and down, right? So
I think it's gonna sneak up on us.
Oh, well,
honestly,
I hope so. If you had the chance to collab with any restaurant or bar in Taipei, in Taiwan, in the world, who would it be and why?
Collaborate. You mean
work
like what?
together with, sell your food at, work with them, help them to sell their food, anywhere, like
the whole world.
Anywhere. Let's do Taipei, or let's do Taiwan. Let's do world, wherever.
Let's go with Eddy's.
Oh,
hey.
Done.
Yeah, we got to figure out a way though. It was like, where's the?
To be honest, though, we're gonna open a little bit later, but we after a certain time, because all our food is homemade.
Yeah.
Right. We got to shut the kitchen down, but those pizzas, man, those pizzas are. Sometimes we go to like, when I'm allowed out, we go to like patio, and it's like 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. and they're like, yeah, man, kitchen's closed, but
we got
pizza. And what happens? I'm like, I'll take 6. So it's like 6 pizzas, man, at 3 a.m.
Is that one hot for you?
It's,
do you feel the heat?
I can feel a little bit. How you doing?
It's hot, Eddie.
It's hot, eh? Well, I'm glad it is, because damn, I was kind of like questioning my spicy sauce manhood a little bit. When I had the last show, I was like, damn, what are we doing here? All right, let's make it happen, man. I'll do it. I'm down.
Mexican taco pizza.
Let me take care of a couple things here, and then hopefully Chinese New Year will come down and we'll see you. And you want my horchata? I haven't touched it, man.
How about your milk? Can I have
my
your milk?
Sure, yeah.
You've touched your milk.
I have touched a little bit. Yeah. You don't know where this has been, right? Is there any part of the business you were not expecting to be like amazing or suck before you started? Because when we start, we think it's all rainbows and flowers and it's gonna be amazing and easy. Okay, this one's creeping. Best part and worst part of the business. How about that? Best part of your business and worst part of your business.
I think that the fact that it worked in a night market so well was the best part.
Oh yeah, I love that, dude. I have to say it one more time. Pizza by the slice. It's the best. It's the best.
I might throw up.
Okay, well, we'll give it a few minutes and then, okay. Well, we got buckets here if you really need it. All right. Well, take it easy. Yeah?
I'm not really going to throw up. It's just really hot.
What about worst part of that business?
Failing. Like, doing it again and failing. Like, it's not repeatable. It's hard to repeat it.
It's hard to duplicate, right? Okay. I know someone that can fix that for $50,000 US.
Yeah.
No, but
as they say.
That's what they say. No, I feel you, man. It's hard. Ooh, that last one's creeping. That's made with ghost peppers. Mm-hmm. Ghost peppers. We don't mess around with that one because you're supposed to get killed on the last one. So I'm burning. I'm on fire right now, and my man right here too, my man Alex. So,
I'm actually on fire.
Here's the good news: you made it all the way to the end, right? So, what do you have going on right now? Let me know. Tonight, okay. Tonight,
I'm gonna go home.
The next 6 months. Next 6 months. Monster Pizza.
Get the factory open.
Okay.
Get some shit sorted out at my restaurant, and maybe try to open up another restaurant.
Okay. Franchise it or
Maybe.
yours? Okay.
Well, mine.
Yours. Okay. In
another night market.
In another night. Pizza by the slice.
Pizza by the slice.
It's
you
pizza
can't
by
beat
the
it.
slice. You cannot beat it. If you guys are ever in Taichung, check out Monster Pizza. Check out this beautiful man right here. He has got the pizza by the slice. Forget about it. It's the best. Forget about it. That's the next name for your restaurant. Forget about it. Right? It is. It's incredible. When I eat that, it brings me back to the college days of like those big ass slices. You fold them up and you're like, damn. You cannot find this kind of pizza in Taiwan. If you're interested in some frozen pizzas shipped to your bar, to your restaurant, to your house,
I can do it, yeah.
He can do it. There's a link. We're going to have a link in the description down there for Monster Pizza on Facebook. All they got to do is message this guy right here. Yeah? Mm-hmm. He will ship directly. Chinese, English. It will go directly to your house. It's going to be incredible. You throw it in the oven. Instructions are provided, right? Everything's good. I want to say thank you to this man right here who's in pain. And thank you for coming out. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for supporting us. I want to thank everybody. Hopefully, subscribe if you liked what you saw today. Subscribe. We got some really cool stuff coming up. 2020 is going to be a great year for Eddy's Cantina, for Monster Pizza, for the Eddy Live shows. We've got lots of plans. Thank you guys for coming out. Any last words, brother?
Thank you for having me, Eddy.
Thanks for coming out, man. Much love. Take care, brother. Yeah.